Shalom family, I hope you all are doing well. I am blessed and I'm back again with a quick video. Have you all heard about these drones that are being spotted in New Jersey? Now, they're saying that they have also been spotted in other states, but right now I want to talk about the ones that are spotted in New Jersey. Take a look at this.
Curious residents stopping by the Lowe's parking lot in Hillsborough after hearing reports of a downed drone that ended up unfounded.
I was like, you know what? I need to go out there and check it out.
They came by hoping for a morsel of information, anything that can shed light on the sightings.
We're not hearing anything about it, and we wanted to see if it was a drone, what was going on.
David Cheek of Flemington says he's been seeing hovering orbs of light.
I can't describe it because I've never seen it before, so people think you're crazy. And it just sat there, and all of a sudden it just, like, you literally blink and it's gone.
New Jersey Governor Phil Murphy sent a letter Friday to President Biden asking for more resources from the federal government. Naval Weapons Station Earl in Middletown also confirmed several new sightings in the last 24 hours.
Oh, it freaks me out. It freaks me out, yes.
Congressman Josh Gottheimer wants the feds to allow state and local law enforcement to safely take down the drones. He says he expects further classified briefings next week, but in the meantime,
they must immediately disclose more information to the public. It's totally and completely unacceptable. The FBI should be standing at a podium with the Department of Homeland Security and briefing the public and explaining to them what these drones are.
Okay, so they want the local law enforcement to take these drones down. So-called drones, right? Allegedly, that's what they're calling them. And it says in the meantime, they must immediately disclose more information to the public. It's totally or completely unacceptable. The FBI should be standing at a podium of the Department of Homeland Security and briefing the public and explaining to them what these drones are. And look at this guy's facial expression in the background. Doesn't he look extremely concerned? And they should be concerned because the higher-ups know exactly what's up there. And the people who don't know, it's very concerning because I'm going to show you some more videos where these objects are just kind of hovering over people's homes. Now, remember this brother here when he was saying that he's never seen anything like it before. And he said to try to explain it, people think you're crazy because they look like orbs of light and you see them. But then suddenly, it's like literally in a blink of an eye, they disappear. Now I'm trying to figure out if these are just drones, why is everybody so worried? Okay? Now, I mean, not just the regular people, because I'd be worried too if these drones were, kind of hovering over my house. They said sometimes it's like 10 at a time. You see, we've been rocked to sleep by an evil babysitter. These people are just living their life every day in their little quiet neighborhoods. So they don't know what's going on, but the powers that be know exactly what's going on. And believe me, they're always looking out for the Most High. They're always looking out for the HaMashiach's return. The HaMashiach is going to return to execute judgment. He's also going to return to redeem his people and those who cleave to Yaakov. So, the powers that be in their little space force are always surveillancing and on the lookout for what's up there to come.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
That's right.
It's crazy. I mean, that's crazy. That's madness that we don't know what these drones are.
What is going on in New Jersey?
So, sir, the FBI and our Newark field office, along with the state and local partners there, the Bureau is actively investigating the situation you mentioned, just the unexplained sighting of drone activity over that part of New Jersey. Including proximity to sensitive sites and areas of concern. So we do not attribute that to an individual or a group yet. We're investigating, but I don't have an answer of who's responsible for that, of one or more people that are responsible for those drone flights. But we're actively investigating. It is concerning.
Is the public at risk? Is public safety at risk? Are we concerned that there are nefarious intentions that could cause either national security or a public safety incident that would put Americans at risk?
There's nothing that is known that would lead me to say that, but we just don't know, and that's the concerning part.
You're telling me we don't know what the hell these drones are in New Jersey are? Is that correct?
Can you hear the fear in them? They are really scared, family. This guy is worried about the public being at risk. At least that's what he's saying. He asked if the public's safety is at risk. He also asked, are we concerned that there's a nefarious intention that could cause either national security or public safety incident that would put Americans at risk? Do you think that they are really worried about Americans? Or do you think they're worried about losing their power? Now they have their little military space force. They surveillance 24/7. They have artificial intelligence, etc., etc. You mean to tell me that they don't know what these objects are in the sky? Now the way that these people are explaining these crafts don't even seem like a human could make them. The way that they're moving like the speed of light, and the way they are disappearing into thin air, how in the world can this be explained? You see, they know that these are not regular aircrafts. They know that these orbs are something else. And they cannot destroy them. They have no control over what's going on up there. Take a listen to this Army soldier who was in the military, and he says he knows what's going on.
I'm making this video because I have figured out what the drone situation is. I was in the Army, active duty. I worked on drones. I was a maintenance NCO for some surveillance drones. And before that, I worked on the Apache, the Kiowa. I know aviation. So what people are not noticing is that you have two separate types of drones and two separate types of things in the air right now. First off, the drones that you see with flight lights or anti-collision lights or the things that the FAA requires, those are drones that are probably operated by the United States government. Now, the orbs that you've been seeing on the internet, that is the reason why all those drones are up there. And that is also why the government isn't telling you what's going on. And that's because the drones that you see that look like regular aircraft, those drones are up there to get some information on the actual orbs, which are actually the UFOs.
So that's what's happening, family. These drones are up there, the military, they're up there watching these orbs, but they don't want to tell us that.
Joining me now to discuss this is New Jersey resident Kristen Cobo, who saw the drones firsthand. Kristen, thanks so much for coming on. So what exactly did you see and how did you capture them?
Yeah, I mean, I'm not unique, and I'm certainly no professional cameraman, but on any given night, you go outside in Morris County and all around New Jersey, and you see these gigantic drones hovering over our homes. It's really concerning. It's been for about a month. And like I said, as soon as it gets dark, you can walk outside at any point and see them around 8 to 10 hovering. They're there for hours. And last night, one came pretty close above our house. It's very concerning.
What are they? Any idea what they look like to you?
They look like huge drones. It's really concerning and quite frustrating to hear the head of the Department of Homeland Security, Mayorkas, say that it's no unusual activity that they see and that it's a case of mistaken identity. Make no mistake, these are commercial drones, and they are being flown in unique patterns over our homes every night.
What are those patterns? What exactly are they doing during that period? And by the way, there's been a lot of information, particularly on social media, about whether or not they're emitting a substance or they're emitting a light of any kind. What are their patterns? What are they doing?
Right. I have seen those accounts as well. I have not seen anything sprayed from them. I've seen lights shining from one to the other. They hover in one place and they kind of rotate. They look like they're mapping, to be honest, and it's concerning, being that we live very close to Picatinny Arsenal. And, our military is saying that they're seeing these patterns. So why aren't they telling us more? I mean, we've just lived through COVID. We're not stupid. We deserve transparency. And we are living through times where people question the government, and lack of transparency is making us more and more concerned.
You use the term "we," and obviously referring to the nation, but also made me think about your community, your neighborhood. Right. What is happening every night? Is everybody getting together watching this? Is everybody concerned? Are they calling police? What's it like over there?
Yeah, it's definitely raising alarms. People are calling the police. They're flooding our legislature with calls and emails. The police have so much to do. They don't need to be fielding these calls. The government easily can handle this by either telling us what they know, because they have to know more than what they're telling us. And if not, that's pretty concerning. And I think, like I said, more communication and transparency, because there are concerns. People are taking matters into their own hands and planning. I can be completely honest. I hear people stocking up on ammo, people stocking up on food, making emergency kits. I mean, for a month, these commercial drones are over our homes. There must be more going on that they're not telling us.
Yeah, I was going to ask you, are people planning on taking some sort of action? What has law enforcement told you? Are they being kept in the dark as well?
Well, I know our local officials, our legislature has met, and senators have met with the New Jersey State Police, who have been wonderful, and they're being as transparent as they can with the little information that they're getting from our federal government. They can only do so much with what they have, the resources that they have. So they are out and they're working around the clock to address the issue. But like I said, without more resources and more information from the federal government, there's not much they can do. Their hands are tied.
Well, Kristen Coble, thank you for coming on, sharing with us your experience, and please stay safe. Tell everybody out there to stay safe as well. And if you see something and you can capture a photo of it, let us know. We'd like to know as much information as possible.
Thanks so much for having me.
Yeah, you got it.
I don't know. She didn't seem very scared to me. She was, smiling the whole time. But so anyway, she said that all around Orange County and New Jersey, you could see these gigantic drones hovering over their homes. And she said it's really concerning. I'd be concerned. So ever since around 2019, there's been a lot of things happening in the world and just strange, mysterious occurrences. I feel like, especially around like Halloween, Thanksgiving, Christmas, and the so-called New Year, because it's not the Hebrews' New Year, but I feel like this is when we really see all these strange occurrences happening in the world. Now, these folks, they know what's going to come. So, they, for some reason, they go ahead and they put it in movies, they put it in, cartoons. So let me show you The Simpsons and how they're expecting something to happen. And remember what I said around the holidays.
A Dark Christmas in 2024. It's Christmas Eve 2024 in Springfield, and the city is filled with holiday cheer. Homer is dressed as Santa Claus. At first, Lisa notices the sky taking on a strange green hue, but everyone is too busy with last-minute shopping to care.
You guys see that? It is Christmas Eve, 2024, and look at the sky. And they said that people were so busy last-minute Christmas shopping that they didn't even care what was going on in the sky. It didn't say that they didn't know, it said that they didn't care. Just as in the days of Noah's family, when everyone was eating and drinking and having a good old time, until all of a sudden, the flood took them all away.
Suddenly, the lights go out completely, and an eerie red glow appears in the sky. This glow begins to spread across the entire town. The Christmas tree in the main square vanishes too, leaving behind a burnt circle in the snow. Springfield descends into chaos. The streets grow silent as people lock their doors. At Moe's Tavern, the patrons gather with flashlights, convinced it's the end of the world. Lisa dives into her books and uncovers an ancient legend. This is no ordinary Christmas. It's tied to an old prophecy, she tells her family. The legend states that when the skies turn green on Christmas Eve, an ancient spirit will emerge to test humanity. What do you think of this prediction?
Let me know down in the comment section what you all think of that prediction. I don't know what to make of it, but I mean, these people know that something is coming, and they're not quite telling us exactly what it is. Now, The Simpsons is known to have predictive programming in it, so we can kind of expect that they're going to show us something and then something will happen.
The Simpsons predict the U.S. will be in trouble in 2025, and Springfield becomes part of a major crisis spreading across the country. It begins with Lisa watching the news about widespread power outages. Empty store shelves and rising prices are everywhere. Gas stations run out of fuel. Grocery stores impose limits on how much people can buy, and ATMs stop dispensing money. At the Quick E-Mart, Apu apologizes as customers argue over the last loaf of bread. Phones and the internet stop working for hours, leaving people frustrated and confused about what's happening. The government issues vague announcements, but they provide little clarity or help. By summer, Springfield is in total chaos. Power outages last for days, casting the town in darkness and silence. People begin to trade food and supplies in desperate attempts to survive. Marge tries to keep the family calm, organizing candlelit dinners to make the best of a bad situation.
Listen to all this predictive programming, family. They're talking about power outages. They're talking about the loss of your connection to your cell phones and Wi-Fi. And it's going to be a very troubling time for us. This was also predicted in the movie Leave the World Behind, if you saw that. Now, I always try to forewarn everyone some really dark times are here, but there's more to come. It's going to get darker. Now, take a look at the ending of this episode, family. They even have a drone in it.
As the episode comes to a close, a haunting scene unfolds. A mysterious drone flies over Springfield, and a flashing sign appears that reads, "Prepare for the new normal," leaving everyone wondering what's to come next.
Now, I was watching a video on TikTok the other day where this man was saying that he has friends who live in New Jersey, and that as these things fly over their homes, I'm not sure if he was talking about the Orbs or the drones, that he said when they fly over their homes, the time on their microwaves and stoves all change. And I thought that was kind of strange. But anyway, guys, let me know what you think in the comment section. I thought this was an interesting topic, and it's very biblical. I mean, as we know that these chariots are actually in Ezekiel. So, yeah, let me know what you think in the comment section. And until my next video, family, shalom.